The crisp sunlight spills across the garden, highlighting the golden hues of late autumn, and there's a quiet thrill in knowing there's work to be done before winter fully sets in. Today, the focus is on perfecting small corners that make a house feel alive, the kind of details that transform a space into a home. First up, a pot that's been leaning a little too far forward catches the eye. It's the perfect moment to finally plant a boxwood here, a sturdy evergreen that will bring structure and greenery through the frostier months. But this isn't a one-person job. Between the weight of the pot and the boxwood itself, some help is essential, and teamwork becomes the rhythm of the morning. Nearby, the garden still holds the soft glow of summer's remnants. Lavender stalks cling on with surprising resilience, and bright ornamental peppers offer a fleeting pop of color despite the chill. Homemade net lights drape over the hedges, casting a gentle sparkle across the space. Each element, from flowering plants to careful lighting, is a reminder of the joy that comes from layering beauty into everyday life. A glance toward the brick patio shows the subtle imperfection of uneven pots, but each small correction today will pay off for months to come. The Green Mountain boxwood takes center stage next. Compact yet robust, it promises to reach 5 feet tall and 3 wide, hardy against the cold that's creeping closer each day. Positioning it requires precision, measuring angles, lifting carefully, and nudging it into place so the trunk sits perfectly centered. There's a satisfying moment when it finally rests in its new home, straight and proud, surrounded by soil enriched with compost and bulb-tone fertilizer. Each scoop and adjustment reinforces the feeling that the garden is being readied for the next season, a stage set for bursts of life and color even in winter. Inside, the scene shifts to the vibrant promise of amaryllis bulbs ready to bloom. Transferring these containers indoors from the greenhouse brings warmth not only to the plants but to the room itself. Their deep reds, snowy whites, and delicate speckled patterns are arranged carefully on the kitchen island and dining table, hinting at the beauty that will emerge in the coming weeks. A paper chain countdown to Christmas hangs nearby, a reminder that the season is unfolding. Even the family cat lounges lazily, taking in the cozy energy of the room. Each placement, each thoughtful arrangement, transforms the home into a living celebration of warmth, light, and life. The day's momentum carries into the Mailhouse project, where a carefully chosen antique hutch is measured, maneuvered, and finally placed. Its drawers, mirror, and surface will serve both practical and aesthetic purposes, holding packages while adding character to the small space. Adjustments are made, mirrors affixed, and miniature decorations arranged atop. A tiny Christmas tree, wreath, and a carefully selected rug complete the scene, giving the Mailhouse a welcoming, festive aura. A treat box filled with snacks for delivery drivers adds a human touch, inviting connection and gratitude in an unexpected corner of the home. Each detail is small, but collectively, they create a sense of thoughtful care and warmth that radiates through the space. Meanwhile, lights are installed, pathways are envisioned, and a winter-ready garden slowly takes shape. The walkway to the Mailhouse, though still under construction, promises easy access and aesthetic charm, blending functionality with a storybook cottage vibe. The idea of window boxes for spring adds a note of anticipation, planning ahead to ensure every season is met with beauty and intentionality. Observing the space as light fades, there's a deep satisfaction in the work completed. Matching boxwoods, thriving amaryllis indoors, a fully appointed Mailhouse, and cleared studio space. It's a visual and emotional payoff, the kind of reward that comes from layering small acts of care over a day's work. Even in these simple tasks, there's a rhythm of life. Lifting a brick here, adjusting a pot there, measuring space for furniture, or simply appreciating a cat lounging by the window. Each action, though practical, is also a form of expression, an investment in the comfort, joy, and beauty of the home. Seasonal preparations, whether indoors or outdoors, become rituals that mark time and celebrate the small victories. A pot leveled just right, a bulb planted for winter bloom, a hutch perfectly positioned. These details accumulate, creating a space that's lived in, loved, and ready to welcome both family and community. As evening draws near, the work slows but the sense of accomplishment lingers. The garden, once slightly untamed, now shows the promise of winter resilience. Amaryllis bulbs, now snug indoors, hint at the vibrancy to come. The Mailhouse, with its mirror, tree, and carefully curated treats, stands ready for the season. It's a space that is functional, festive, and deeply human. The satisfaction isn't just in completed tasks, but in the feeling of preparing a home to welcome the world, a place of warmth, care, and thoughtful design. Every touch today, from the precise planting of boxwoods to arranging amaryllis, from moving a hutch into position to decorating a tiny tree, speaks to the love poured into these spaces. It's a reminder that beauty isn't always found in grand gestures. Often, it's in the patient, intentional shaping of everyday life. Observing the interplay of light and shadow across plants, furniture, and decorations, one realizes that home is built one careful, loving choice at a time. And as darkness gently descends, there's a quiet contentment in knowing that each detail has been thoughtfully placed, each corner considered, and each element contributing to a cohesive, welcoming whole. The final touches, lights that illuminate as night falls, cozy decorations, a treat box inviting generosity, complete a day that is as much about creating a space as it is about cultivating a feeling. By combining natural beauty, seasonal warmth, and a hint of festive magic, this home captures the essence of care and attention, offering inspiration for anyone watching to bring similar joy into their own spaces. And though the tasks may seem simple, planting, arranging, decorating, the impact is profound, shaping not just spaces, but the experience of life within them. In the end, there's a deep satisfaction in the visible results. Boxwood standing proudly, amaryllis poised for bloom, a Mailhouse transformed into a welcoming touchpoint, and the promise of a walkway and spring blooms to come. Every step, every plant, every decoration tells a story of thoughtfulness, preparation, and love. And as the light fades and the day closes, there's a lingering warmth, a quiet joy that comes from seeing your home not only as it is, but as it could be, a space that nurtures life, invites beauty, and celebrates the art of living deliberately.